Donald Trump has called on Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine, warning that further sanctions and steep tariffs would be imposed if the conflict continues. In a post on his social media platform, Trump suggested that pushing for a resolution would be a very big favor to both Russia and its president. He previously claimed that he could negotiate an end to Russia's invasion within a single day. While Russia has yet to respond, there have been discussions about the possibility of Moscow engaging with the incoming U.S. administration. Putin has indicated a willingness to negotiate, but insists Ukraine must accept Russia's territorial gains, which currently account for around 20% of Ukraine's land, and must agree not to join NATO. Ukraine, however, refuses to give up its territory, though President Volodymyr Zelensky has acknowledged the possibility of temporarily conceding occupied areas. On Tuesday, Trump announced he would speak with Putin very soon, and suggested that sanctions were likely if the Russian president does not engage in peace talks. Trump took a tougher stance in a later post, declaring that if a deal is not reached soon, he would impose high tariffs and sanctions on Russian exports to the U.S. and other countries. He further stated that the war would never have started if he were president, and emphasized that resolving the conflict could either be done the easy way or the hard way, with the easy way being the preferable option. Meanwhile, Ukrainian officials are calling for concrete actions rather than just words. Zelensky has emphasized the need for peacekeepers, including U.S. troops, to ensure a credible deterrent to Russia. While Ukraine may welcome Trump's stronger rhetoric, they remain skeptical about the effectiveness of any proposed actions. Trump's failure to specify the exact nature of the additional sanctions or their timeline has led to doubts, especially as Russian imports to the U.S. have already declined significantly since 2022. In Russia, some observers believe the Kremlin may be preparing for less than the full victory originally envisioned, with discussions beginning about a possible halt to fighting along the current front lines. This has sparked anger among hardline pro-Putin figures who view it as a sign of defeat. Trump's social media post also expressed love for the Russian people, though his remarks on Soviet sacrifices were controversial and factually inaccurate, overlooking the millions of other Soviet citizens who died during World War II. Despite his past understanding of Russia's NATO concerns, Trump's tone now seems to be shifting, which may be seen as a positive development by Ukraine. However, given the history of failed peace efforts, there is little optimism in Kyiv. Ukrainians on social media largely dismissed Trump's comments, viewing additional sanctions as an insufficient response to Russian aggression. The real question remains what Putin is willing to negotiate in any potential peace talks with Ukraine.